Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and today we're gonna go over Cynthia and Kommo-O's stats and moveset. So, first of all, I do want to comment, our pose looks really cool for the banner. That's a side note. Personally not a huge, I don't know, I'm kind of like, I have a mixed reaction to like Cynthia. Obviously, we knew about Cynthia for a long time now. She's been in the files ever since the game first launched, right? But every time I looked at like the small T posing Cynthia, I was never a huge fan of it. But I definitely really like this banner art. So I guess my impression of her improved a lot. So something else that helps me improve my impression of her is her kid. She's pretty powerful, right? So let's get into it. Get into this. So she is a dragon type striker, right? She's a dragon type striker. She's actually a special dragon type striker and weak to fairy. So for those who were slightly worried that she would have, I don't know if people generally want her to be fighting or dragon type. I don't know, but she is dragon type. So there's that. Also, one more thing to mention: her Pokefair Scout comes out on the 17th, August the 17th, and runs till September the 3rd. So like that's after the anniversary. That should be after the anniversary banners come out, right? Or at least we'll know, how strong the anniversary units are. With the Datamined and stuff. So there's that. I guess, but wow. Yeah, so if you guys are it's kind of iffy on if you want to summon on her or not, if you want to wait for the anniversary, you know, uh, you could get you get to wait for the data mine for the anniversary while her banner's still up. So there's that, which is nice. Anyways, going over her kit, her stats are okay, I guess. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that speed. Defenses are solid for a striker. Her HP's not that great, and her attack and special attack. Her special attack is fine. Really good. Her attack is pointless. She doesn't have a physical attack, I don't think, right? As for the moveset, Dragon Breath, 42 power, 100% accuracy, 2 bar single target, modest chance to paralyze a target. Except I wrote moderate chance paralyzed target, which makes no sense grammatically. I'm sorry about that. And then the second move, X special attack, everyone knows what that does. Third move, Clanging Scales. Clanging Scales is dragon special attack, 176 power. That's at 1 out of 5, right? 100% accuracy, 4 gauges, AOE. So this is basically better Blast Burn, but AOE, which is really good, right? I mean, how much power was Blast Burn? Let's see, on Charizard. Also another 4 gauge move, right? Up there he is. And Blast Burn 178. Okay, it's okay. It's around the same as Blast Burn, except this one has 100% accuracy. Although obviously for red it doesn't matter as piercing case, right? But in general, 174 or no 176 power, AOE, 4 gauge, dragon special attack move with 100% accuracy. That's obviously very powerful. If I remember correctly, Clanging Scales shouldn't be like Blast Burn levels of power in the main games. Like, how much BP was Clanging Scales? Scales Pokemon. How much BP was it? It's like, let me see. 100 yeah, those nowhere near Blast Burns. But anyways, the BP in Masters is kind of they kind of set their own thing, right? But yeah, that's our third 4 gauge move user in the game after Dragonite, Hyper Beam, Blast Burn, Charizard, and now we have Sygna, Cynthia, and Kommo-O with that. As for the fourth move, Eyes on the Prize has one use. It's a trainer move. Reducing move countdown raises crit by up to 3 depending on how low the user's HP is. So I would assume this is every 30%, 33%. If I were to guess, obviously we don't have the numbers yet, but we should have them later. But anyways, regardless, this is okay. I mean, especially it's really good in late game when you are lower HP, or if you're doing Battle Villa and your Cynthia already took some damage from before, and then you could just go in, get max crit, get -3 sync move countdown. That makes your sync move countdown, you know, you speed it up for like a whole turn, which is fantastic, right? And again, it works really well in that sense because you're low on HP anyways, so like you kind of want to get some quick damage in before you get taken out. So that's an okay-ish trainer move. I guess it's unconventional, that's for sure. So like generally when you're not at low HP, you probably just want to buff your crit with the support instead. So there's that. Like Cynthia revolves around like getting her sync move off fast a lot. I mean, and it's kind of weird. Like she does get some stuff when you get her sync move off, but like mostly it's just a lot of stuff to get her sync move off. But she does get like some stuff from it. So anyways, moving on. As it takes a while to slide. I don't know, Twitter's being weird. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. I post these on that, which is slightly sooner because YouTube takes a while to upload. But anyways, as for Cynthia and Kommo-O, the other stuff. Her sync move is passive. Sync move, History Maker. Oh, I like that name. History Maker, Clanging Scales. Really fits Cynthia, doesn't it? Dragon, special attack, 250 power. Passives, High Five 1 raises user's attack, defense, special defense, and speed after using a sync move. So not only are you getting 250 power sync move, you're also getting +1 attack, defense, special defense, and speed after the sync move as well, which is definitely really nice. Head Start reduces sync move countdown by 1 when the Pokemon enters the battle for the first time, and you'll see this a lot in her grid as well. Just a lot of stuff just to get Cynthia to her sync move as soon as possible. So you don't have to use a lot of MP on your supports or to buff her special attack or whatever. She could get it without using a lot of MP, just using her sync move, right? And also plus sync move does give you another 1.5 times multiplier on that as well. So like this is very powerful. If done right, this could be a very deadly kit. Sound Reserve 6 once per battle, charges up the user's move gauge by 6 when the user's in a pinch. That's okay, I guess. I mean, it does synergize well with her trainer move, right? So like you do that, you get +3 crit, and then boom, you get +6 stamina, which not stamina, move gauge, which you could just go ahead and just spam a Clanging Scales right out there because it is a 4 gauge move. And again, one thing that I'm not a huge fan about this unit is her speed, 185 speed, and you have a 4 gauge move. Sure, you do get speed buffs, but that doesn't help too much. And plus, it's only unless you use a grid, right? It's only +1 per sync move. But again, it's still solid. You definitely do want to run some kind of gauge support, right? Whether it be Rosa or Skyla or Phoebe, not Phoebe. Oh, I guess you could use Phoebe, but Phoebe's not that great here. Or Hill. I guess I don't know. I can't remember the other. Oh, Roxanne. That was the one I was talking about, right? So you get both speed and special attack on that as well. So yeah, that's nice. Anyways, that's her base kit. Obviously, she does have a grid, so let's go over that. So it makes her look much better. Anyways, going into her grid, obviously you get her, the basics, the power-up nodes, all that stuff. And then you encounter some power-ups for Clanging Scales. It's only, up 2 because, I mean, it's already insanely high, right? 176, right? Yeah, 176. So these don't actually give too much power-ups. And then more stats, Clanging Scales power-up, Clanging Scales, and then you got Clanging Scales move gauge refresh, which is really nice. You definitely want a move gauge refresh for 4 gauge move, right? So that's definitely nice. 40% chance to get 1 move gauge back when you're using Clanging Scales. And look at that, another Clanging Scales move gauge refresh 3. So you have a very good chance every time you use Clanging Scale to at least get 1 move gauge back, and you also have a chance of getting 2 move gauge back when you're using Clanging Scales. Imagine if you get if you trigger both of them at once, it's basically like using a 2 gauge move for 176 power or whatever else Clanging Scale power ups you want to give it as well. Yeah, both of these are 6 costs. That's kind of standard, I guess. And then Clanging Scale power-ups, I think they're all 4 cost per, right? So, moving on, got Clanging Scales Unhindered. So, it does bypass damage-reducing effect on the opponent's field of play, which is nice, I guess. Or you could also just crit instead for most of this. Obviously, you can. Not for everything, but you know, there you could pick up Unhindered if you want as well. So there's that. As for some other stuff, special defense, Dragon Breath power-ups, I don't think anyone would really be using Dragon Breath. It's kind of whatever. Sand Shelter, if you want to run this Cynthia with Acerola, even though there's really no point. I don't know why you run her with Acerola. Unless you want to like roll like Surging Sand 3 on this Cynthia for some reason. That'd be kind of weird. But hey, then you won't get hurt by the sand and you get their extra 30%. You probably don't want to do that. Anyways, moving on. You got Dragon Breath, more Dragon Breath power up. Dragon Breath, move gauge regen. You got 2 of these as well. Move gauge refresh 3. Dragon Breath, Furious Brawn. The more the user's attack has been raised, more powers up moves. That's really nice if you are running. I mean, Dragon Breath could do solid damage. I mean, if you want, Dragon Breath could do really, really solid damage. But it's just too much investment, personally. I just do Clanging Scales. Clanging Scales so powerful, right? High 5-1, so you get another one of those. So if you pick up both of these, your sync move will give you +2 attack, +2 defense, +2 special attack, +2 special defense, +2 speed. Every time you use a sync move, so 3 of those sync moves you get +6 speed, which is really, really nice. So that's definitely nice. And again, with all those, you know, head start, the other stuff, I don't know what's going on with Twitter now, right? Eyes on the prize. So that definitely helps. More Clanging Skill power up. Snow Shelter again. I mean, I don't know why she's getting all these weather stuff, but okay. Clanging Scales again. More power ups. Static Shock powers up sync move when the target is paralyzed, so that's an extra 50% on your sync move when the opponent is paralyzed. And do keep in mind the what I really like about Cynthia is that her high 5-1 is a passive and not like an additional effect on sync move. So the sync move is still 250. That's still max 250 damage. So it doesn't hurt Cynthia's sync move power at all. So yeah, that's really, really good, right? So an extra 50% on that is definitely really good damage. And with Cynthia, you will be, you know, using your sync move a lot. So that definitely does add up into your damage, right? Last dash for once per battle substantially raises the user's speed when in a pinch. Is plus, you know, 4 speed in a pinch. On the ropes 5 reduces damage when the Pokemon is in a pinch and is hit by a physical attack move. Eyes on the prize, MP refresh 4. Okay, MP refresh 4 is nice. It is like 12 cost though, but it is definitely a really good move in the right circumstances, right? And, you know, in circumstances where you don't really need it, or when it's not as powerful, obviously you don't want to use it. So I you know, it's really good because like you could just like switch your grid around depending on you know what you're trying to, what stage you're at, right? Especially if you're doing Battle Villa, if you're entering a stage with full health and you don't want to pick this up, and then you know when you're lower health you could change your sync grid, you just reset it with coins, right? And then you pick up MP refresh 4 in this, and then hope you get an extra MP refresh on it. That's like -6 on your sync move countdown, right? Which is really, really insane, especially when you're low on MP on like other stuff. That, you know, you get your what was it called, prize bag or something? Oh no, high 5-1. I don't know why I said prize bag. You get your high 5-1 you know, even quicker. So again, you don't have to worry about MP and stuff. X attack, MP refresh. You got 2 of these, MP refresh 2, so that's really nice as well. But I think generally, I mean, she does get a lot of that on her sync, so there's that as well. Dragon Breath, Hostile Environment again. Adrenaline 1 reduces sync move countdown by 1 when a sync move is used for the first time. Again, another thing to help, you know, get your sync faster. Paralysis Synergy 2, extra 20% damage, like just straight up extra 20% damage when the opponent is paralyzed. So you definitely do want to run it with, say, like a Vileplume or Meowstic. Oh, probably Meowstic. Honestly, I don't think you want to run it with Vileplume. I think you want to run it with Meowstic because Meowstic has really, really good speed, which definitely helps with Cynthia's speed problem, right? Meowstic with also again speed buffs on itself. So Meowstic plus Cynthia would be really good. I mean, still like Vileplume with Cynthia would be really good as well, especially if Vileplume at 3 out of 5 because Vileplume also has, you know, a lot of move gauge refresh on Energy Ball, and Energy Ball also has on a roll chance to decrease the opponent's special defenses. So again, she is a special. I mean, both of these are fine. It just depends on what your next unit you want to use is. If it's like a Swan or something that gives a lot of move gauges, and all that stuff, or like a Superior, then you know it's probably safer to run it with Vileplume. If it's like an Alexam or something that gives you more buffs in general, but not so much speed, maybe you kind of want to go with Meowstic instead, right? So yeah, there's that. Oh, Meowstic does also, if I remember correctly, buff like the whole team's speed as well on I think it has like a pep rally somewhere. Paralysis Synergy pump up. Oh no, there's. I mean, you don't want to sync with Meowstic. You want to sync with Cynthia, right? Or not Cynthia. Sygna suit Cynthia. Yeah, XP pep rally. So also have that as well. So that definitely would help the whole team as well. So and then obviously History Maker, Clanking Skills power ups, the extra 50 damage that every unit has. So overall, Cynthia really really good. Also do keep in mind she is on a Pokefair banner, so there's that as well. But she's at the end of the month. Well, I mean, not at she's at what, middle of the month, right? I think it was like 18th or something. Let me check again. Oh, she's on the 17th, right? But she does run till like early September, so by then we would know what all the other anniversary units are. So you don't have to worry too much about this banner. I mean, if the anniversary units aren't as good or aren't as exciting, if you don't care about whichever anniversary units there are, and you just like Cynthia more, obviously go for that. But that's for another conversation. That's for whatever the morning this banner drops. That's for the Shouji Summon. So anyways, that's me at this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, so our channel for some more Poem Masters content. Again, thanks to Crasher or Crash for the info, all that stuff, and I will keep on posting this throughout the night. So stay tuned for the next unit.